I'm going to be working on reinforcing these eaves right here. The soffits are sagging and poorly framed, so I'm going to be removing this old framing, putting in my new framing to bring this up where it should be. Right now it's sagging, and you can see, well, you can't see, but it's sagging, it's loose. So here's the progress update. You saw this one, I got this one, and I got that one. Not too much done, but it's a lot of work. I did put a couple of extra supports on here to give it extra strength. What I have to do is, first of all, I have to shave this one down. And look how much I'm cutting off the top of it, because it's that much higher than the rest of my ceiling rafters. So I'm putting this across here, and I'm just checking to make sure that I'm running somewhat straight across all the rafters. And I've had to shave this down all the way. Then I'm notching out, putting these cross pieces in, screwing to the ends on both ends. This is going to give this a lot of strength, way better than just these supports that they had, which are just end nailed with 2 nails, which means the nails can slide out and they could fall. That's what they're doing. They're just falling. They're coming right off. These will never do that. So it's going to be a super solid roof. We're going to have a nice straight roof when this is done. It just takes time and patience. I also added this board because they have a splice right there, and I wanted it to be extra strong, so I put this piece in and screwed it in from the outside so that it wouldn't just be a loose joint. Making progress. I'm going to keep working my way up the roof, cutting, notching, and attaching. Tar paper.
Out that way?
Yeah.
Wonder why.
I don't want to cut that nail with my good blade.
No.
Let me see if I can cut through it with this. Okay. That's for my nails. That's for my wood. Perfect. See that?
Yep.
Let me just see how it's going. We just finished up reinforcing the soffits, the overhangs on this side of the house. We still got to do the whole other side at some point, but this is what it's going to look like and this is done. So this came out so good. I'm so pleased with it. It's extremely flat. They're not sagging anymore. There's no humps in the roof. This just makes me happy to know it's being done right. Now, it's not just that, it's strong. Before, I could lean on it and shake the whole thing, and I don't want to hurt myself here, but this is solid. You can see it. Those are solid overhangs. Something I'm going to point out. We're just showing what we do. You know, disclaimers and all that. I'm not trying to do a how-to, but if you guys do ever do anything like this, you might wonder why it's okay to cut so much out of your rafters, because that's the strength of your roof. The key is that this has a wall under it, and that wall is supporting this specific rafter. In our case, it's like every 2 feet, but no, every 16 inches. So every 16 inches we have a support holding up that whole rafter, so it doesn't have to carry the weight like these spanning the openings do. Don't notch these out. You don't want to notch out the ones that are unsupported. You want to keep those full length. So just screw. You can notch the ones on the wall because they're not carrying as much load, and I just face screw to those. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just want to say that because I don't want somebody going crazy notching out their roof and having it, you know, fall. On the porch, I did notch out unsupported rafters, but that's because I used oversized wood. So I could have done a 2x4 roof and it would have been totally strong enough. I did 2x6, so I had room to notch without ruining the integrity of the roof. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense. And since we got this far, removing all this, we're just going to resheathe this whole part of the roof. I think it's going to make sense to just lay all new OSB. So this job keeps growing, but we're going to make sure it's done as best as we can. So our tarp is doing a good job keeping the weather out. I think we have some nice days, so we don't have to worry too much. We're going to try to really wrap up this roof. Ashley's been a big help. You haven't seen her much, but she's been cutting the wood, going up and down the ladder 100 times because I drop everything.
Yeah.
But really, I just can't get over how good these look. So Ashley and I stripped off the old shingles. We definitely had to get those out of the way so we could see what we have to work with before we fix this roof. And we found some rot. So there's a hole here that's all water damaged. It was previously covered up. We're gonna patch this up and then we're gonna get new sheathing on top of this. So that's our goal today right now, is sheathing everything, this and the addition. Hopefully we get it done. I guess first I'm just gonna get some of these rotted pieces out of the way, and this will be a pretty easy fix, just patching it up. And only so we have the spacer, we're gonna be putting OSB on top of here and nailing straight through everything into the rafters. So we just don't want any dips, that's all.
It's like barely held on.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah?
Go on the porch and...
Alright, now that that is patched up, we're going to work on this. Definitely needs some patching over here. So, just OSB, we're going to start sheathing the roof, and hopefully it goes quickly. It shouldn't be too hard. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it done. But, it'll be a starting point. Might be able to work with it.
We're using these clips here that go between the sheets of OSB, and what it does is hook the sheets together like this so that they stay together, and it also creates a gap for expansion.
Let's see what it does, huh?
Is that gonna work out okay?
2, 4, 6, 8.
No.
It'll put it. You put it like right here.
That's not gonna work.
I'm hitting the post. Hold on, I know what I'm doing. Well guys, it was a big day and I just have to show you the update. We got this whole section of roof sheathed, done. It feels good to be done with that. We're gonna take a break now because we like to take breaks. We ran out of clips, we ran out of nails, we ran out of everything. We just had enough to do what we did.
Yeah.
Which is pretty impressive because we didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna get more materials and then we're gonna do this roof over here. That's a small roof, it should be quick and easy. Once that part is done, we can get underlayment on here and we're gonna be putting like a waterproof membrane down. So basically this roof will be safe. We don't have to worry about rain. We don't have to worry about putting the tarp on here. So we're so close to being dried in and that's gonna be a great feeling. I did leave an air gap at the top for venting. We'll worry about venting later, but it is there in case anybody was wondering. And everything is nailed down, super nailed, ring shank. I will hate if I have to ever pull this roof up. Looking so good. So I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Big day of progress. And I know a lot of you guys have been wondering about inside the house and how's the bathroom, how's the bedroom. Nothing to update on that yet. We're working on the outside because the roof has to get done. We're waiting for materials. I got some really cool stuff. I bought some new bits to do, and router tables. We're going to be making our own tongue and groove board. So we've basically been preparing for all that. We had to get this new stuff and it's coming together.
Yep.
So after we're done with the roof, we're going to go back inside. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.